Is slide PPT visible?
Yes, visible.
It is personality and behavior development, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So today we'll be discussing unit number 3, that is personality and behavior development. So before starting the discussion, I welcome you all again in this session on personality and behavior development. And I hope whatever discussion we are having on human values, you'll be benefiting a lot from it, and you will do necessary changes in your personality, and you will get success, right? So with this, I shall start today's discussion. And if you have any doubt in this discussion, or in uh, on the topic, you can ask your question anytime, okay, in the between also, right? So the first thing is soul and scientific attitude. This point we will be discussing. Actually, if the lecture were face to face, there could have been more interaction and more discussion on the topic, because these all concept which are in abstract form, and they need a lot of discussion so that we can come to the right conclusion. And see, one way discussion or one way communication in uh, in such type of discussion, actually that is not that much effective, but we shall try to make it more and more interactive, so that you will learn, you will unlearn and relearn. I'm saying we need to know how to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So these are the things we have to remember for this discussion. Okay. So soul and scientific attitude. So when we think of the soul, actually, soul and body, and soul and body, we they are different things, no doubt. And the requirement for the soul is different, and the requirement of the body is different. We must understand what is the soul and what is the body. So body has the requirement, which we can say the requirement is temporary requirement. For example, food, right? Body need foods, clothes, sleep. So these are the requirement of the body, and which are temporary requirement. But see, we have discussed in the previous sessions as well, but the requirement of soul is different. And there is we need respect, glory, reverence, guidance, trust, love. These are the requirement of soul, right? And these requirement we need in continuity. So it means that whatever requirement of souls is, or whatever requirements of souls are, they are infinite, and continuously we want the respect, trust, love, right? So soul and body are the two different things we must understand. But if I ask the question, which is important, body or soul? So here actually both are important. Soul is also important, and body is also important. But what is more important, whether it is body or soul? You can type your answer in the chat box. Can you type, please, all of you, those who have attending or those who are there in this session, you please type in the chat box. That chat box, I shall open chat box and see your responses. Please write whether soul is important or body, or whether both of these are important for us. And my question is, which is more important, whether it is body or soul? You please write. Please write in chat box. You are requested to write what is more important, whether it is body or soul. Okay, so I'm getting the responses, both of them. Akshada is saying, okay, let me see. Utkarsha is saying soul. Okay, and those who have recently joined, please write what is more important, whether it is the soul or body. Please write the answer in the chat box. Those who have just or recently joined, Shraddha, Tejaswini, Nikita, please write your answer in chat box. What is more important, whether it is soul or body? Nikita, please write your answer if you don't want to speak, because when you speak, you require that amount of words, you require that much confidence. But here actually you can speak in any language. Language is no bar for the discussion. Nikita, Shraddha, Tejaswini, you write your answer in the chat box, please. Nikita? Okay, I got only 2 responses, and a soul and both of them. Okay, with this discussion, let me. Okay, is it visible, Akshata? PPT is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, visible.
Okay, thank you. So, the requirement of soul are different, and they are in continuous. We want the requirement in continuous form. Whether the body requirement is temporary, and after some time body vanishes, but some people believe, because there are 2 views about the soul. Some people say soul is amar, soul never dies, some people say, and some people don't believe in soul. So there are 2 views. And scientific attitude, if we use a scientific approach in it, so we can come to sound conclusion. So science says that there is no existence of soul, and many scientists across the globe, they do not believe that whether the soul is present, and whether it leaves body and goes in the nature. So that this is the belief in Indian mythology. We believe that the only soul is permanent, and soul leaves the body and wander here and there. So we say to soul atma, right? But there are 2 views, and here actually whatever view we hold about the soul, more important thing as an engineer is to have scientific approach, scientific attitude about the understanding of soul. And if we consider scientific approach, if we use our scientific temperament, then whatever belief we have, we cross check it. And those who use scientific temperament, they are curious people. So these are the characteristics of the people who having scientific attitude, or those who have scientific attitude. Whatever belief they have, they cross check that belief with the help of, with the evidence of science. Okay, and they come to the conclusion. As I said that there are 2 beliefs or 2 views about the soul, and whatever your belief is, you use your scientific temperament and come to the right conclusion. I'm not coming to the final conclusion, because any final conclusion need that much support and evidences. After all, science requires evidences, right? So for example, yeah, there are many superstitions that we follow, that we believe in. We never cross check the authenticity of it. Whatever said by the ancestors, we blindly believe it. We are the blind follower. So we have to decide whether we are a blind follower, or we cross check it with the help of the scientific temperament that we have developed till date, with the help of the education, right? So the scientist, the person who is the scientist, he cross check whatever superstitions, whatever belief is there, prevalent belief. He uses his consciousness and find the proof. Okay, he or she has a curiosity. Curiosity actually is the quality of a person who always want to find the truth, right? And these scientist people are objective, right? They never believe in subjectivity. Whatever science tell or science proves, they believe in that only. So the objectivity is the quality of the scientific the person who has scientific temperament. Then they are critical mindedness. They are open mindedness. They accept the criticism. They accept the negative remarks on them, because they are open minded. And one more quality we see in scientists, that is inventiveness. Those who believe in science, right? So they want something new, and new, and they want the support of it or evidences for that. Such people are risk taking people. They take risk. And here I would like to cite one example of Galileo. First of all, Galileo said that the earth is revolving around the sun, and the whole world said to Galileo that he has become mad. So, but he had the daring to tell the truth, and now it has become true that the earth revolves around the sun. So the scientist has such type of temperament. They are risk taking. They take risk all the time. They are intellectually honest, and they follow intellectual honesty in their work. And they are more humble people, sophisticated people. Now here I would like to cite Joe Biden, who has scientific temperament, and he is much serious about the nature and climate. And 3-4 years back, because he is doing some experiment, and through experiment he is saying that day by day global warming is increasing, and that is a global phenomena. And in coming days, the whole world will face the dangerous impact of it. So he is by that nature, he is a scientist, and he's doing his work continuously. And I was saying that they are very humble people, because they do not say that whatever they believe, that is only correct. So they are not saying that way, but they, whatever they want proof and evidences. So such people are very responsible, and they think on their own. They do not rely on other to think for themselves. They are the people who use their critical mind, who use their mind for analysis of whatever the things are there. So we need to develop scientific attitude, because as an engineering student, if we are lacking scientific attitude, we will not do the necessary development, we will not get the necessary success. We need very seriously scientific attitude. And that's the reason I have left this question to you, whether you believe in the presence of soul, or whether you believe or not. So it is up to you. But as a teacher, it is my responsibility and duty to tell you that we need scientific development. We need scientific attitude for the correct or for the truth, right? So these are the qualities that a scientist needs urgently. Okay, now the second thing is God and scientific attitude. Again, there are atheist and atheist. I have said deliberately, I have put uh, uh, this portion of the slide deliberately blank. Akshata, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it visible? CCT?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
this portion is invisible, black portion, where actually superstitions and whatever the things we believe in, when there is no support, we are blind in that. Okay, and as and when we start believing in science, and science provides us evidences, our vision becomes crystal clear. So this is the white portion, this is the black portion. So if we believe in superstitions, as I said, that there are two views, and many philosopher of the world. Say, for example, one such philosopher who died last year, who had got Nobel award for his work, and the name of that scientist is Stephen Hawking. And the last book he has written, in that book, he said that there is no God. Before him, there were many scientists, actually particularly European scientists, they were against of God. But if somebody is against of God, again he is criticized. But there are two views about the God, whether God is present or not. And even those who do not believe in God, they even cannot prove whether God is there or not. And those who believe in God, again they are also unable to show this is God and that is God. So across globe, there are two views. Some people believe in God, some are against of the God, and some people believe in just the nature, and there is a power, some power, hidden power. So that way there are again two views. Okay, but here I'm saying that those who believe in God or ghost, or in all types of superstition, but we do not get any proof, any evidence. Okay, nobody has seen a ghost except in the film. We have watched some film where we have seen ghost, and God also in the picture, or actually I don't know whether somebody from this class, whether meet to any God, right? So these are the abstract things, and again we have to use scientific attitude, right, for it. And the scientific temperament says that if evidences and proof you get, then only you should believe. So that's the reason I have put this portion deliberately blank and this portion white. So it reflects scientific attitude, and it reflects you get a different vision if you have scientific temperament, right? And if you blindly follow whatever said to you by your ancestors, then you live whole life without knowing the truth. After all, the final destination should be towards truth, and it's very difficult. But science has actually science is in its developed form today. So many things are becoming clear, right? So it's again up to you whether again there are we can do some good thing if we believe in God, and if we do not believe in God, again there are some people, for example, here I would like to give example of Narendra Davolkar. He was we can say he had a different vision, right? He was not believing in superstitions and the tradition which are against of the human development, right? So it is up to you whether to develop scientific attitude or not. But scientific temperament is essential for overall development, right? Okay. Next thing is positive thinking. The person who has positive thinking can do anything, I would say anything in his or her life. He or she can get success very easily, and he can do marvelous things, or he can complete the very difficult things, or he can get the thing done easily. That is what happens when one has positive thinking. Okay, what are the benefits? Everybody understand positive thinking, what positive thinking is? Because when a person is positive, he see everything with having crystal clear vision, or he find positive thing in any situation, or he find the way, he find the solution in any situation. That's happen when the person has positive attitude or positive thinking. And what are the benefits? It helps in achieving goals and success. See, it never happened. Even I do not. There is no person I have seen in my life uh, that he was negative, but he has got success. Success you get only because of the positive thinking, the belief in one's ability, capacity, right? So positive thinking is very very important, and the benefits are written, and the benefits are before you. What happens? You can catch your goals, you get success very easily, you get more happiness, and you are energetic. If you all the time think positively, you get more power and strength automatically if you are positive. If you are negative, then it doesn't happen. You get competency, and that competency can motivate yourself and others as well. So the people who are positive can motivate, they are self motivated, no doubt, but they possess the capacity or ability to influence or convince or to motivate others as well. And you will see that there are few people who have that capacity to motivate others. Most of the people, you will see that even they are not self motivated. How such people can motivate others? No, such people cannot motivate others. So only self motivated people can motivate others, and such people face fewer difficulties in their life. So because they are positive, and in all situations they find the solution for the problem. And because of that habits, because whatever we think, that becomes our habits, and habits reflect in the action, right? And action actually give us the result. And whatever we do continuously, that becomes our character, and character decides the destiny. This is what happens. So positivity in one's approach is very essential values, I think, to get success in life and to get happiness, complete happiness in one's life. So such people get respect from the people in and around. Wherever such people go, positive people, actually they have different aura of their personality, and such people easily get respect from everyone, right? So these are the some of the benefits you understand, because we must be positive, and positive thinking is an habit. So it can be developed, and that once it is developed, it becomes our character, and our character decides whether we will get success or not. So positive thinking is, I would say, it is very important asset for a person, and he or she should think positively all the time, and he or she should develop that habit of thinking positively all the time. Now next, very important aspect of the personality and behavior is integrity and discipline. So I have put two square here. In one I have written integrity and the second is discipline. So what integrity is and what discipline is? So integrity means a firm adherence to a code of values. Whatever code values are assigned, we are stick to it. We do not break the rules. We do not break the code, right? We do not go against the rules and regulation. The person who follow integrity will believe in the adherence to a code of values. For example, if a person having integrity, he or she will do his work with complete sincerity. He or she will give 100% for completion of the work. And the person who lack integrity will never give 100%, only will find fault in the work. The person who follow integrity, his state of being is complete, whole or undivided, because complete concentration he or she can give or provide to the work assigned. And such people follow total honesty, right? So whatever they do with complete sincerity, right? So that's the reason integrity is a very important quality of our personality, that once we follow it, we do our work very seriously, and then only there is a chance to get success. One must follow integrity very seriously. The other thing is discipline, and when we listen the word discipline, we remember military discipline, right? Rigorous discipline is there. The meaning of discipline is activity that improves a skill. Once we follow discipline, our behavior is controlled, and it helps to mold our moral character. The people who follow discipline are respected everywhere, and once it is habits and the ways of acting, so it helps in our life. So these are the two aspect of personality. And if a person possesses both of these aspects or both of these traits, definitely such person can do good progress in his or her life. We must believe in integrity and discipline, and those who do not follow integrity and discipline collapse or fall. They do not get the success that they want in their life. To get success, we need to understand integrity and discipline. Not only understanding, but we need to follow it in our day-to-day life. That's what I think. I personally believe in integrity and discipline, and with having that thinking, I'm very confidently saying that such type of people, wherever they go, they can create their image. So image building is very, very important, and that can happen only when we follow integrity and discipline. Next is punctuality, which is the most important aspect of our personality. Actually, in India, there are very few people who follow punctuality. Generally, nobody bother about punctuality. But those who believe in punctuality means to follow time, to come in time, or to be timely, right? Everybody has 24 hours in a day, but why there are some people who are very successful and most of the people are unsuccessful? One difference you will find in their behavior is punctuality. Those who are very successful, they are very punctual, they follow time, they are never late. And those who are not following the time, they automatically lag behind, because time doesn't stop for them. time is continuously going on, right? Time doesn't wait for anyone. So that's the reason we must understand the importance of punctuality and we must follow it. So when giving the example, Japanese people follow complete punctuality. In America also complete punctuality is followed, right? So this is one very important aspect of our personality. We If we start following punctuality, definitely we can get our work done easily and quickly. That can happen. So what happens, when we start following punctuality, we can be on time and we never become late for any work or for any office. And there are three things. If we want to follow it, we need to plan it in advance. We need to prioritize the things that we have to finish in a day, and we need that much preparation. So 3 P's formula can work for us. And I think punctuality, if we follow it, definitely we get the required result. Always be punctual. That's the reason. This is the really very very important uh, formula or tips for getting success. Okay, so this is all from my side today, and in next lecture we'll discuss other aspect of our personality and behavior. But those who believe in punctuality, in integrity and discipline, and in positive thinking, and those who have scientific attitude, and those who develop scientific temperament, definitely they have more chance to get success than the other, right? So this is all from my side today. If you have any doubt, question or queries regarding today's discussion, you can put forth. Whatever I am saying, you have to cross check it, and then you can put your own views as well. Even if you are unable to speak, you can put your remarks or opinions in chat box as well. Now I'll be checking chat box. If anybody wants to say anything on the discussion that we have just, so he or she is welcome. Any doubt, any query that I spoke on today? Akshata? No doubt.
Yes.
No doubt. Utkarsha? Shraddha, any doubt? Shraddha?
No, sir.
Okay. Tejashwini? Tejashwini? Okay, the aspect I discussed today, these are related to personality and behavior. And if one believes and follows these, then definitely he or she can be ahead compared to other people. So thank you so much, all of you, for your rapt attention. Thank you so much. Wish you good day ahead. And if there is no question, I will close the meet. Okay, thank you all. Thank you so much. I'm closing the meet.